Hello everyone, I am Chris Falco from Falconian Productions, and I am here storytelling for...
Andrew, I play Mason, an upstanding member of the Pentex first team and Dawncast Solar.
Peter as Dolores Star, the Heart Eater.
And the abyssal midnight cast known as the Goth Lady, played by yours truly, Alpha Wolf.
Alright, so it's been a little bit, both for us and because there's going to be a slight delay between videos because I'm a genius in not deciding to buffer them. Last time we played, the group, well, you met Goth Lady for the first time to begin with and discussed Exalted things, and then you decided that it was time to go through the underworld to do a heist on an artifact that Dolores is aware of being stored in the Pentex hub office for the city. That's just a note. We left off with you having just defeated a group of horrifying hound things, Tyndall hounds. I think one of you made the check to know what they were. Which, you know, you're not supposed to normally find just casually in the normal areas of the Shadowlands. They're usually a lot closer to, like, the Labyrinth and things like that. So that was notable. But you did defeat them, and now you are at the front door of the Shadowlands reflection of the Pentex hub office, and it looks disturbingly the same.
Wonderful.
Ah, yes, the same, but slightly more decayed.
No, it looks the same.
Oh. Damn.
I mean, I guess I'll sort of look at the Goth Lady, who's, you know, our resident expert, and be like, so why is everything else rusted, but this is fine?
I don't know. But that is concerning. Things in the Shadowlands, this place, they tend to appear as more decayed than they are in the material.
Yeah.
So the fact this isn't is cause for concern.
You might remember from last time that your Magadon office just didn't exist in the Shadowlands when you crossed over. So
yeah.
You've now got a pattern of oddities for Pentex places.
Yeah, and you know, it's weird that the Magadon office didn't exist here either, so something's up. Something's up.
Okay, well, I'll got my scrap metal spear, and we go, I guess. At least to make finding out to make finding our way around easier, perhaps.
All right. So as you head inside, everything looks similar to what you would expect. In fact, there are people, obviously ghosts, but people just kind of doing their job. Like, you know, there's even a receptionist, and there's, you know, a male person with a slit-looking throat, and, you know, someone who's disemboweled, tending to the dead plants, and so on and so forth.
I'm gonna leave the specters outside.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Well, the only specter that had survived was the weird one. Oh, how did I describe him? Yeah, the knifey stabby guy who himself was looking stabbed up, if I recall. It's been a bit. Yeah, but yes, he's definitely better off outside.
I'll let Dolores lead the way. See, do these ghosts react to us when we walk inside, or like?
No, they are like really just focused on what they're doing.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll try going in like we own the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Why don't why don't you all give me, I don't know, some kind of wits plus stealth or subterfuge or whatever you can justify for basically doing exactly that, just starting to go where you need to and acting like you belong here.
Oh, okay. 6 damage.
Hmm.
What difficulty?
6.
Yeah, wits, you said?
Yeah. Wits
Okay.
and
Spend a willpower.
whatever.
2 successes. Awesome.
Okay.
I'll spend a willpower on mine.
Okie doke.
Diff. What was the
6.
diff?
6.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Uh,
That is enough from all of you. So,
3
yeah.
for me. Willpower.
Yeah, I know. So you all start, heading through as if you own the place. Dolores, you know that this is on, like, the 17th floor. So, you head to an elevator. The elevator seems fine. It seems like it'll work fine. You see someone coming out of it like it's clearly being used.
Well, let's take the elevator then.
All right. So, as it closes, you realize there's no light inside the elevator. But any of you that can see in the dark are fine, and you don't really need to see. The numbers do light up. You can see the number of which floor you're on up at the top, and you can see the dinging along where you're headed, and so it's just kind of off-putting. It's not like you're completely in a black void or anything. But it gets there without any trouble, and it lets you off on that floor. And the room that you're headed towards is not here in the Shadowlands. Like, it does not have a reflection.
Yeah, our idea was to use this just to get to that place, then move back into the real world.
Yep.
And here go there.
So, do any of you want to, say, peek back through to that side to see if anyone's going to be watching you come through the portal?
Yeah, I'll use 3 dead eyes to do that and spend a willpower for it, because that's the cost of it.
Okie doke.
So.
There are, this is later in the day. This is actually at night, so the third shift is not very plentiful. You do see a security guard go by, but he eventually goes out of sight, and you've got a clean way through.
Right.
So
And we're wearing our beefy gear, masks and gloves and stuff.
right, yeah.
Are there any cameras around?
Nothing that's easily visible.
If this
Well, yeah, they wouldn't go through the trouble of hiding a place from the Shadowlands if they weren't also willing to put in the effort to put in very well concealed cameras.
Well, maybe just a new place. Maybe they didn't have the time to get updated here.
Who
So they
knows?
have old maps.
I mean, you get the feeling that no matter what, someone's going to know someone was here because this is, a Pentex facility. But,
Take their magic artifacts
whether
and
they
everything or
know
whatever.
you're who was here is what's going to be the important thing here.
I guess. I mean, let's find a place we don't think there are any cameras and open the magic portal, because
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, what you can do is go into the room next to the one you're heading into and set the portal on the wall and, like, step through into that room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sounds
Well-
like a plan.
Well, all right, Goth Lady, go ahead and spend your essence and make your rolls for calibration gate, I believe is what you've been using.
Yep. 4, Spending willpower again. First roll. And now I need to pull up the book because I didn't have it open.
Intelligence plus occult, difficulty 7.
Thank you. And I... Yeah, and I need 5 successes, I believe.
Yep. But it's an extended action. You don't need them all in the first turn.
It'll take you 2 turns to get through.
Right.
All right. 2 successes because of willpower on your first roll.
All right. Second roll.
Did you spend willpower on that one too?
No.
Cool.
Oh boy.
So
Botch.
that's like our first botch, isn't it?
Yep.
Gain a point of limit now.
No, we're not using the optional limit rules except for, I mean, the Heart Eater, of course, has limit because it's built in, but...
Right.
Yep. So... What's a good botch for this?
Lose my essence.
Well, yes,
Right.
you definitely lose your essence in the... Actually, that's probably fine. So yeah, what happens is you lose your essence and the spell fails and kind of backfires on you pretty hard. So you also take a point of lethal damage unsoakable as you kind of... like, your hand gets caught between worlds as you're trying to push through. So you can try again from the beginning, but you need to spend more essence to do that.
I can definitely see when the sorcery starts to backlash, Mason, like, tackles Dolores to the ground to get out of the way of the explosion. He's used to these.
It's not quite an explosion, but it's not pleasant.
This is what happens when I only have 1 dot of occult. Not my strongest pool here. I don't have enough essence at this point to get us back out.
Don't you get a bunch of essence for like every hour you're in the underworld?
No, every 3 hours.
Right. It took you a few hours to get from where you started to here, so how much essence? Your essence 2, which means you have 12, which means you have enough to get you out of the underworld and then to try once more to get back into the underworld, and then you're just gonna have to again take a trip back, and by then you should be fine, right?
Nope, because I spent a fair amount of essence in the combat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's true, yeah. That is true.
But you can't use my essence to do this, right?
Not unless you have the solar charm that lets you give her essence.
Nope. Although I might have enough XP to buy it.
If you want to manifest that right now, I will let you. If you buy it, of course.
Hey, we have that rule from Exalted Essence we can stunt introducing a new charm and buy it on the spot.
Let's see if I have enough saved up.
I mean, is it a 1-dot charm? I don't actually know.
1-dot Twilight Charm, which is how many? 3 or is that 4?
3.
It's
we're using
3 if it's... Was Twilight not your secondary?
Twilight is not my secondary.
Or your favorite, whatever you call it. Okay, then yes, it'll be 3.
All right. I will pick up Essence Lending Method for 3. and then I can transfer her. Let me look that up and make sure that it will work, but I'm 99% sure it will.
Yeah, let's see. Essence Lending. There might be a
dash
hyphen in there, yeah. Damn it. Oh, wait, when that happens. I wish you could set Control F to ignore hyphens or treat them as spaces. Okay, spend an action touching another character and spend as much essence as desired. If the recipient is an Exalt, they gain that essence. If it's another being, blah blah chart, doesn't matter. So yeah, you just spend the essence for her and she gets it.
All right, how much are you down?
I need 4 in order to do the spell, unfortunately.
All right. Well,
I only have 5.
okay. I will lay a hand on you with some. I'm like, I'll let you know I'm doing it. It's not like a surprise essence attack. No,
Tackle.
no. And then I'll give you 6.
All right, thank you. That actually should hopefully
Okie doke. Well,
gives
go
me
ahead.
11. So, yeah. All right, I'm gonna try this again. And I'm spending willpower again.
Okie doke. Here we
How
go.
many are you down?
Curiosity, can we assist in rolls like this?
Only if you know the spell too.
I do not. Otherwise, I just cast in.
Alright, that's 2 successes to start with again. If you botch in the second roll in the exact same way again, I'm going to laugh.
I'm spending willpower on the second roll this time.
Okay.
I don't trust dice at this point.
Okay, so that's 3 successes total.
3. And I'll risk it on the last one.
You really only have 3 dice for intelligence plus occult?
Yes! 2 intelligence, 1 occult.
Wow.
All right, I
Alright.
think
Keep going.
we're gonna need to do some study montages after this.
That's 4.
One more.
You can do it.
Fail.
One more.
There
Oh,
you go.
Yeah, I get it open.
Okay, so after like several minutes, more carefully building it up this time, you do eventually create a portal out of the underworld and into the next room over. Looking into it, you can see it's like if you took a walk-in closet and made it 10 times as large, except both the floor and the walls are covered in metal. So, and, there are various things on different shelves. You imagine most of it is typical for Pentex storage, but you do see over in one corner the Dolores, you see the box that you shipped it out in. They haven't even unpacked it.
Oh, how quaint. Well, I'll slowly mosey on over. I guess maybe first, take a beginning of the surrounding, whether there's anything out of the ordinary, using my enhanced, heart eater paranoia senses.
Okie doke. So are you doing like an alertness or an awareness?
I mean, either or. What you like? What's there to see?
Either one will work if you want to do you can only really focus on one at a time. It's like,
Tell you what, you do awareness or alertness, and I'll do awareness.
Fine. I guess I'll do this supernatural stuff then.
Well, then I'll look for regular stuff.
okie doke.
What's the difficulty?
Just 6 standard difficulty.
6, so level 3.
Sorry, I should have asked, but
If I don't say, it's usually because 6 is going to be what I tell you anyway.
No, it should be 15, not 5. Well,
Oh.
yeah.
Well,
There we go. 11 successes.
okay, so Dolores, you were doing awareness, right?
The supernatural stuff, yes. Awareness.
Yes. Okay, and Mason's alertness. Okay, with the 2 successes, we'll start there. Mason, you notice that, well, it's kind of weird for everything to be covered in metal, for one. Everything, to actually make a room out of metal, in the way this is shaped, you would have to, you'd have to either have a really big facility so you could mold it that way, or you'd have to, shape it from the inside out, or, it would not
Or
be
it out.
easy.
yeah.
It's like a seamless metal.
Also, it would weigh a gajillion pounds.
Yes, at the moment it looks seamless. Which there's
kind of metal
something
is it?
off about it. Well, Dolores, with your 11 successes, that metal is definitely supernatural. Whatever's in the box is, of course, supernatural. And there's other supernatural crap that's studying you right now. As you know, as soon as you got close enough to use your awareness, it's looking back at you.
From all around or something?
Yes, like from the room itself. Speaking of, since you're stepping through, let's switch to the mundane sound set. Alright, so, are you're heading in there then?
Okay, everybody don't be alarmed, but there's something watching us that's all around. Maybe the whole building is looking at us.
Okay, well, act fast because we just throw this stuff through the portal.
Oh, is that portal still open?
It
Or
lasts a few minutes, I believe.
Yep.
Let me check because that could be important.
That's very prescient.
Yeah, and of course I went off of that. Let's see. Calibration. The calibration remains present for a number of minutes equal to the sorcerer's essence.
2 minutes.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Well, let's do dilly-dally then. I guess I'll just quickly approach the boss like, oh yes, finally, the return I needed to find. I pick it up and move it back to the portal.
No. So as you start to head towards it, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you all think I hate you?
10.
I think you hate us. I think you want to challenge us.
All right. I'm hearing a 10 and a challenge.
I have severe trust issues with anyone.
Oh, I mean, I've got my meta guess of what this stuff is already.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. But how much do you think I hate you, Mason?
Based on what the room is made of, 11.
11. Okay, so let's see. We'll average between the three of you.
How much I think you hate us is.
Well, again, for me, the guess is 0, because, hey, why would you hate us? We're playing together, guy. But, hate has nothing to do with this.
Right. Well, I'm averaging, to a 10 and 11 with don't hate us. So,
21 divided by 3, so that's a 7.
Right. So,
Yeah. How much we think you hate us? You're a WODist, yeah. I'm assuming the answer is always 10.
I mean, it's not wrong, but...
The world hates us.
So, first of all, of course, that metal is not just solid metal. You could, in fact, call it liquid metal, and it begins to slink off of the walls and the floors and pool, and then very quickly form dangerous robotic-looking beings like this. There are about 3 of them, which immediately form like a spear or a blade or something. It doesn't look like just shiny, high-quality metal. It looks like there are bits of blackness among it. It looks like if you took metal and then cast like TV static over it, there's that much like black flowing through it, like giving it a grainy texture. And then, as the last one of them comes off of a wall, you realize there was an extra compartment there. And outside of that one, you see a woman whose eye immediately begins to glow red, and several of her arms become cannons of some kind. Yeah. So...
Why is technocracy in our Pentex?
Why are there what?
Why is there a technocracy in our Pentex?
I mean, we knew there was.
Yeah, you knew there was.
We talked to him.
There's a big problem of getting technocracy in your Pentex in this city. And it is not as good of a mixture as peanut butter and chocolate. Because one of our members is missing, and Henry is theoretically with you all, Henry basically says he has an idea and then runs out of the room, forces he forces a door open with his infernal magic, and one of those liquid metal things goes after him. Now for the rest, we will roll initiative. So, we roll initiative. And it looks like Goth Lady is going first.
I thought we had to roll new initiative. Sorry.
I just rolled it.
Yes, he has a magic GM
The
thing.
combat tracker rolls it for everyone.
Yeah, open up the combat tracker, which is the 2 swords under tools.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going first. That means we declare in reverse, don't we?
Nope.
We're not declaring. Just go.
Holden got tired of that and said, no one does this, and was not going to use it.
Yeah, we're using the EvWoD
much
assumptions, and where it doesn't make any assumptions, we're mostly using werewolf. But it does make assumptions that says don't reverse declare. You do need to declare if you're going to do multiple actions, though. Like if you want to be able to dodge after your turn, you need to take the initial penalty this turn.
No, I'm looking at just using some reflexive charms again.
All right, reflex it up.
Reflexively spend 1, 2. Yeah, I'm gonna spend 2. Do I go with 3?
You can do 3.
3 would trigger your anima.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with 2 for the moment. For inauspicious shadow plate.
Okie doke. Which gives you what? I can't remember.
Gives me +3 dice to soak at -2 difficulty.
Okie doke. That's gonna up your survivability, and what would you like to do for your actual action?
I am going to... I'm gonna dodge.
Like full defense?
Yes.
Okie doke.
My goal right now is survival, not attack.
That makes sense enough. Suppose I should put some tense combat music on. Alright, so... Wow, that is louder than I thought it would be.
Yep.
Sorry. Messing with music. Okay, so yes, you are doing total defense, which, if I recall, means you won't take a penalty on your first dodge. And then it basically is just a difficulty increase instead of both. Let me double check. Let's actually take the Werewolf 20 book and go to the combat page.
It's just a split your dice pool thing.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. Like, if you do total defense, you get your full dice pool, and I think it just gets more difficult each time you defend, but I'm trying to find that actual maneuver. Because it's slightly different than if you just use all of your actions with the normal split pool. Okay, this music is way too loud even at minimum volume. Anyhow, so, Pack Tactics, is it not in here? Alright, we're gonna do the forbidden thing and look in the mage book for it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I know. Because I know what it's called. It's called Desperate Defense in there. And I think it's similar to most of the other books. Yes, here we go. Desperate Defense. Okay, for Desperate Defense, roll Dex plus Athletics, blah blah blah. Your character gets to use his full dice pool against the first attack and must subtract a die from each subsequent attack. Okay, So you don't get the difficulty increase, but you do take the
Well,
normal dice loss after the first one.
Yeah, and the wound penalty too, because yeah, that botch is gonna screw me over.
Yep.
Time today.
All right. So the first of the Mark 6 hit marks. You haven't actually done stuff yet, but I imagine you're kind of getting close to one of them to try and taunt it into attacking you first, since you're going full defense. Golf lady.
Maybe. I haven't decided yet. Probably.
I was gonna say you have to decide now, because if you didn't get in its face, it's
I'm
gonna go
thinking
after.
not yet. I'm thinking not yet. She's very survival minded. I think she's staying close to the portal.
She's staying close to the portal, and we know Dolores is going after the box. So it's probably going to target Dolores then.
Oh boy.
Or Mason.
Mason hasn't really done anything yet. He
But
has.
he still goes.
Dolores is the obvious threat to start with. So, let me switch all the way back over to the book with this thing's. Alright, its attack pool actually is not that terrible. You just have to hope it doesn't hit you. Because its attack, or its damage is definitely terrible.
Okay, how do I defend? I guess I can split my actions.
Yes.
First defend and then do something else on my turn. So I'm rolling with Dex Athletics.
Yes, so if you want to split your actions to defend, what you're going to do is you're going to take a +1 difficulty and a -1 to the dice pool.
Okay.
So, here is its roll. 4 successes.
Oof. Okay, it's basically rolled. Okay. My dexterity is 4, so that's 3 dice. Chat.
Ooh.
But I say no.
Why did you do difficulty? Oh yeah, difficulty 7, not... Sorry,
Yeah,
I misread
6,
that at first. Yes, you start at 6, so... Nope, I misread it at first. Okay, so yeah, it unfortunately hits you. Did you spend willpower?
Nope.
Nope, okay, so full threshold of 3 plus its strength plus...
Let's be roll my stamina. I saw no damage. How much do I get?
Oh boy. So let's see, it will be strength plus 2 plus the threshold. 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh boy.
So
6
you
successes.
take 6 lethal damage.
I guess I'm dead then.
For 6 damage? How much damage did you already have?
1.
You don't have any axe body?
Nope.
Okay, then you... I guess you go down.
Incapacitated is not dead, but yes.
Yes, you're not dead. You are incapacitated. All right. Well, that's going to be its turn. Mason.
All right, I will ignite my anima. I will drop 2 essence into Iron Skin concentration, give me a crazy soak, and 1 into the melee excellency, and then I guess M62 is in front, kind of M9.
Yes, M62 is kind of in front of M9.
Great, then I guess I'll be attacking M62. As
Okey
Dolores
doke.
goes down, it's like claw her, I guess. They have like these giant claws.
Yeah, if you look at the picture, it's
Yeah.
basically got this like extending spear blade thingy made out of its liquid metal stuff.
Okay, so just like terminate, like
Yes, it's a
metal Terminator
it's a
there.
scarier looking T1000.
yeah. All right. Well, let's see how this goes. And that takes me down to 3 essence remaining, so we know.
Yep.
Then I hit this guy.
7 successes. It is not dodging.
All right. Is it a creature of darkness?
No.
Then let's see. 7 hits. That -1 because it does net hit -1. So that's 6 plus 2 for. Okay, so then that 6 is doubled into 12, if I remember correctly, and then strength 2, and the spear is 1.
Mhm.
So 15, if I'm adding correctly.
Sounds vaguely right. Go for it. 9 successes. All right.
Yep.
It is going to roll its soak, which I think is already 11.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was rolling at the difficulty too high with that melee attack. That was why I was off. I rolled at 7. That should have been 5. That will be 20 D10. Should have been. I rolled at DC 7? That should have been DC 5.
Oh.
So previous that was modified from the last combat, which I was fighting on the ground. So 7.
Let's see. 1,
I'll just
2.
increases damage. Yeah.
So, yeah, that would have been 2 more of a threshold, it looks like. So roll 4 more dice.
Yep.
Because right now you're hitting it with 2. Okay, so 3 damage. Alright, and that's lethal because it's not itself a creature of darkness?
Yep.
It is worm tainted to all hell, but it's not actually a creature of darkness.
Yep, and now I'm glowing like a torch.
Okie doke. Alright, M9's turn. So, well, you are glowing like a torch and just actually did some damage to one of its co-workers.
Friends.
Yeah. It is going to unload its cannons at you. It's going to do it with full auto because it can, and yeah, that's simple. So
I'm not dodging, so it might
basically
actually hurt.
like the outer parts of the cannon, those start to spin around it, and as it shoots, these are like little bale fires except plasma, so they're like horrible greenish but glowing like plasma instead of fire.
Hell, plasma. What's that?
Yeah, bale plasma.
In character, that is, I think she's spitting out like, what the fuck?
Yep. Alright, so it gets, let's see, if I recall their full auto thing basically just adds 10 dice. So, oh wait, it does add 1. It doesn't say they ignore, it doesn't say they ignore recoil or anything, so they do add 1 to the difficulty. Okay. And you did not declare a dodge or anything like that, so...
Nope. And I benefited from Hungry Tiger Technique, so...
Yep, so damage is 8 base, plus 6 means 14. Which goes back to normal. Difficulty. Okay, soak 5 aggravated.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You have
So.
soaked 5 aggravated, and that's
Yeah.
so yeah, all of this like hell plasma like hits you, and it feels very uncomfortable and wrong, but it doesn't actually get through your solar defenses.
Right.
Your clothes get singed.
Yes. What clothes?
my thiefy clothes.
This is like a fucking barrage of them, so... It didn't aim at your head, though, so your face is still covered. Dolores writhes on the ground in pain.
Yeah.
And then...
I guess you should have used the blade victim posture as a reflexer when I started, but whatever. Because apparently it can affect my opponents. They'll think that they are attacking me unprovoked. Whatever. Next time, I'll remember.
Okay. So, the second M6, I guess it's also going to go after Mason. Because Goth Lady's hanging back, and Mason is cutting through stuff, so, yeah, Mason is the most dangerous threat. So,
Yep.
7 dice as it runs forward to try and spear him. Okay, that is 5 successes. So 4 plus its strength. of 6 plus 2, so 12. Alright, soak for lethal. Okay. Yep,
Yeah.
it kind of glances off of you.
Burning anima, yeah.
Henry runs and screams to the security station. Nobody has any extra actions. So, Goth Lady, we're back to your turn.
Alright. Question. If I
Yeah.
were to excellence athletics, would that allow me to get a bit further away if I were to just spend my entire turn running?
I don't think does athletics go into your speed?
Athletics, yeah, I mean, controls your speed. I think it's you're not rolling it; it's just the base value of it. So I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would
rules
help
for
you
movement.
if you were in a chase, but an excellency is just for dice pools, and EvWoD it can't raise your derived values.
So, yep, I'm just SOL, I guess. I'm not that spec'd for combat.
It would
Well,
help
just
you
like they had
dodge.
quickly grab the package, grab the rollers, and run through the portal.
Yeah, since Dolores went down and you know that you need it, I would let you declare a full defense and still head over there and kind of grab it. It's not really...
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I guess lifting something off the ground is kind of an action, but eh.
Alright, so you said I could do full defense and try to get over there?
Yep.
That is what I am going to do then. Full dodge. And actually, I will reflexively activate my athletics excellency because that will help me dodge.
Yes, it will. Okay. So yeah, you are heading over towards the package now. Why don't you roll me that athletics once? Not, you don't take the multiple action penalties or anything. This is basically to scoop it up without needing the action.
Alright. Standard?
Yep.
Would cat-like reflexes apply as a specialty?
Yes.
Excellent.
Excellency and
And
Excelente.
I'm spending a willpower on this.
okie doke. Alright, yeah, you're able to get over there and scoop it up. You have it in your hands, and that will be the end of your turn. So M6, which just took out Dolores, now sees someone else with the
Oh, sorry.
package. Oh, sorry.
Gosh darn it, I forgot I had a wound penalty again because I'm dumb.
With 3 successes, even if I ate one of the successes, you still got it, so you're fine.
Yeah. For the willpower. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, but M6 is going to try to kill you. So yeah, it looks at Dolores and nudges her with a foot to make sure she's down, and then it basically lunges for Goth Lady. So yeah.
I would like to reflexively spend an essence to make myself harder to hit.
In what way?
Inauspicious Shadow Plate.
What does it do?
Yeah, didn't you already... how long does that last? So maybe
For the scene? For the scene.
Oh, I see. You're using the second ability it has.
Yeah.
The Cloak of
I'm
Shadow.
using... Yep.
Okay. So that raises
Reflective
that raises its difficulty by 1. And that's a fail.
Excellent.
Yep. Okay. Does it have any specialties? I mean, I don't think that would have been enough here, but no, they don't actually list that. Okay, well, that is its turn. So, Mason.
All right. I've got M62 up in my grill with its magic spear thing, so I'll poke it some more.
All right. Go ahead and damage.
Okay, so that would be a total of... Okay, so 11 minus 1 is 10, becomes 20, plus 3 is 23.
Sure. Okay, 9 successes, and here's its soak. So you do 2 damage to it. Which one were you attacking?
I'm going to use my anima ability to re-roll that, because 9 on 23 is really low.
Sorry, you're using what?
My anima ability lets me re-roll a damage per combat.
Oh, okay.
Instead of 9, he takes 12.
Okay, so 5 after the soak. Which one was this that you were attacking?
Same one I hurt before, so he had 3
M62.
before, or 2 before.
Okay, so okay, it's not looking very good. Like it's started. Some of its bits are starting to drip off of it, and it's like not entirely solid as it kind of shifts around and tries to regain its balance. All right, now it's M9's turn.
Mason's all like, these are much less sturdy than the movie.
All right. I'm just checking what her other options are. No, that wouldn't ultimately be better. Alright, she is going to spend a willpower this time and try to full auto you up again.
Bring it.
So, yep. Yep, she used that many dice. Just had to make sure. Whoosh. Wait, what?
Well,
really?
Good thing she spent willpower.
Yeah, so
1.
yeah. That's quite a thing.
I'm like ducking and weaving behind her little monster.
You're not even
Her pet,
ducking
her-
and weaving. She just assumes you were
just-
going.
I'm
She like
just
assumed
hitting
you
her,
were
like, oh
gonna
my God.
duck and weave and like hit either side of you for the most part. But then one blast comes down the middle and no threshold, so just the basic 8 dice, which you will probably soak. Oh wow! Damage was a
lucky.
lot better, so 5 aggravated to soak. Ah, just barely.
I'm sure it, like, is knocking me across the room. These are, I mean, I guess they're like energy attacks, so they don't really carry much impact.
Yeah, like I said, it pretty much burned everything you were wearing except your mask.
Right.
Because, you gotta aim for center mass, but...
Right, and, just enough clothes to stay PG-13.
Right. You got, like, the little, like, flap hanging down, and...
Yeah.
Or it, like, turned your pants into Daisy Dukes.
Right. Very Hulk.
Yeah. Alright. But that was her turn. Dolores is on the ground some more. Alright, the one that is almost dead is...
That.
Yeah, is going to, I guess, try to attack Mason some more. I guess it could turn to also go after Goth Lady, but you're right there and you just stabbed it, and probably the spear is still inside it, so...
Twisting it around to do damage.
Right, so, it's also going to spend willpower. Because these things do have willpower. So 4 successes, so 3 plus 8 is 11. Soak 8 lethal. Aw. Darn your soak pool. Darn
Yep.
it. Darn it to heck. Okay. Well... Henry does Henry things, extra actions, and back to Goth Lady.
Alright, I have the box.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to basically football carry it. I'm assuming it's small enough to do that.
It's not. It's like It's 2-arm carry. You can carry it, but it's, you know... You can still run, but it's pretty hefty. It's like a computer box.
Alright, well, clearly there's only one way to do this. And I am so sorry, Dolores. Thanks to having that athletic excellency up, I am going to just kick Dolores' body through the portal.
Roll damage.
Roll strength plus athletics.
I'm sorry, Dolores. So wait, I have athletics excellency up still, so
Yes.
does it only double?
It doubles the strength plus athletics.
Okay, cool. My strength isn't that good, luckily, so, you know. Luckily or I should say. But she's getting soccer kicked.
Nah, I get you.
And again, I will spend a willpower on this.
Roll well, but don't roll too well, or else.
Yep.
4
That's
successes.
4 plus willpower, so 5.
Yep. I would say that's a perfect amount to know how to, like, you know, you do the kind of, like, juggling thing where you actually more, like, hook your foot under and then just send her forward so you're not just impacting her. So yeah, you don't cause any worse internal...
Like soccer ball. I'm juggling her like a soccer ball as I run back into the portal.
Kind of. I more meant, like, hooking and then launching forward, but...
I again forget the wound pill. God damn it, I keep forgetting this shit.
You're still fine.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. That is your turn. I'm assuming you're running after her through the portal?
Yes.
Okie doke.
I mean, what Henry does is what I do. I mean, if he's going to stick out, then I have to go get him.
He'll be back in time.
I blow the whistle, like portal time.
Yep.
What buddies?
Okay, so, the uninjured M6, which was going after Goth Lady, I guess we'll take one swing at her as she's going by, more or less. I guess technically it has to move after her, but it's pretty fast. So yeah.
Fortunately, I didn't get to declare a dodge.
You did not. So, 7
Your
dice.
tank is almost as good as mine.
6. It fails. So
Nice.
yeah, you move right past it, and it kind of like swipes the air behind you. All right, Mason.
I guess I will try and finish this thing off and then move through the portal.
Okie doke.
Is it dodging? I assume not.
Nope.
27.
Whoosh. 16 damage. All right, let us roll its soak. Okay. That is not nearly enough to save it, so yeah, you kind of like get your spear in there and like thrust upward and turn around, and it just, the metal goes everywhere and just, it kind of changes color and goes still, so you can tell it's pretty much inert. It's lost communication with the other metal bits.
Okay. That'll trigger my Dawn Anima Refresh, defeated a powerful enemy, and I get 2 essence.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. So
And I move through the portal, assuming, because now Dolores is like bleeding out, so we can't just stick around even to kill the others.
Right. So M9 is definitely going to fire after you and then try to follow you. So yeah. All right. So back to 16 dice at 7. It's not having the best luck with its shots. I mean, that's not terrible, but... Oh, I forgot to say it would... I didn't say it. It didn't spend willpower. So, 2 plus the damage of 10. Normal difficulty. All right, soak 5 ag. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
It is coming after you.
That's fine. I'll kill it in the underworld.
Notably, the other Mark 6 is not.
Okay.
It kind of waits there, basically. Like, it's still formed and, like, ready. So, yeah. Dolores dreams about being kicked around. Henry...
I'm sorry.
Henry runs back through the room and says, "Disabled security," and goes through the portal. He'll go on to explain later that he doesn't mean every security system, but he did delete the tape of you all getting in there. So, extra actions, Goth Lady. Yeah, you basically just have the one thing chasing after you now. I guess I'll dim that one from you.
Again, now that I have, I'm assuming Mason is keeping it occupied at the portal, correct?
I'm sure it's shooting at me, not you.
Yeah, at the moment it's shooting at Mason.
Yeah. I'm just gonna basically sling Dolores's body over my shoulders.
What's your
Almost like
strength?
a boa. 2, but you know.
That's not enough to carry both the box and Dolores.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, Mason, you're gonna have to carry Dolores.
Busy.
Actually,
Like, give me 10.
What's Henry's strength? Let me open him.
I don't have.
Oh, he doesn't have
strength.
it here. Hold on, I need to check on
I'll find
his
it for
actual
you.
sheet. Here we go. He's also 2, so he can kind of wedding carry her if he needs to. He's not going to be able to fight, so
Yeah. So
that
Henry,
works out.
Henry,
It's another reason why he's not getting a turn in combat while he's
Yeah.
gone.
Henry, carry Dolores.
Yep, he does that and does not look happy, but he does it.
Keep running.
Okay, so you're taking full defense basically and running?
Yep.
Okay. Mason then.
All right. I believe I need to spend another essence on my excellency, which I shall do,
Yep.
and then I will go toe to toe with the gun machine.
Okay. 12 successes. It
Is it
is
dodging?
not dodging.
Okay. That is 25 damage.
Yeah. These things are basically programmed to assume their soak is better than most deviants can deal with.
And for most deviants, it'd be true.
Yep. Alright, 11 successes. Here's that many soak dice. Alright, so that is 4 damage. And that is lethal, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a spear made of scrap metal.
Yep. Alright. Well, let's switch back to that picture. So it is now its turn. I know it does have another option. Hold on, give me just 5 seconds to check some maneuvers. Yeah. Okay, so... Wait. Yeah, that'll work. So what she does is, one of her gun arms shifts, like it reforms into instead a giant metal claw. And she attempts to basically rip out your tendons, Mason.
All right.
So, let's see, that is a dexterity plus brawl at difficulty 8. Okay. she's going to spend willpower on it. Let's see, so yeah. That is 6 dice, difficulty 8, and a willpower is assumed. She gets 1 success, because none of those are 1s. So, does that also deal damage, or does it just leave you hamstrung? Let me check. Nope, it does no damage. So what she basically does is that claw, it gets like wreathed in balefire flame, and she takes it and basically cuts out your Achilles tendon by lashing downward.
Ouch.
Yeah, very ouch. So you fall to the ground. That deals no damage for some reason, but you are going to basically have to spend an action getting back up and then roll to move normally. So yeah, that is her turn. Dolores gets carried. That one's dead. Henry runs with Dolores and back to Goth Lady again.
We should be really rolling the initiative each turn, because that really changes how combat is. Well,
Alright, we'll do that in the future, sure. I guess if this lasts more than another round, we could do that then. But yeah, go ahead, Goth Lady.
Once again, full defense, keep running.
Okay. So, Mason, you are on the ground.
Okay. So it's pretty badly damaged, but I need to stand up, or at least that would be better. Can I just stunt that? It feels like a thing that should be a stunt.
Stunt to what? Like, attack
Like,
from the ground?
just leap up and, just drive my spear into it as I pole vault up.
I'll let you attack from the ground.
Okay, that what makes
basically,
it DC 7?
you won't get up because it specifically needs a roll, and stunting is basically just to...
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the DC for the ground attack? Is that 7 again?
Yeah, it'll be 7.
Okay. Then I will spend a willpower on this, and then I will stab it up.
Stab away. 7 successes.
Yep. So that becomes 14.
No, it becomes 12. Oh, wait, no, you willpowered. Yep. Sorry.
Yep. So, yeah, 14, and then
plus 3.
My plus 3, so 17.
Yep. Alright, nice. And soak. Ooh. Your spear deflects off of some metal bit.
It happens.
Wait, what?
I was just thinking, what difficulty to roll? Diff 6 apparently. Damn.
Yep.
That is really high.
Yeah, well, you got lucky. It happens.
Yep, these things
you
are...
easily roll none, yeah.
This is like the latest generation of Hitmark. They are not anything to sneeze at.
I look forward to taking its body to the wizard and being like, look what I found.
Alright. So, with you just kind of stabbing at it and currently on the ground still, it is going to raise its other arm and take a shot at Goth Lady. So yeah. So that will be 16 dice, difficulty 7. How many willpowers? It's about 3. It has... What willpower does it have? Huh, not as many as I would expect, but it does have at least one more, so... Here comes a full auto shot at Goth Lady. Alrighty, go ahead and roll your dodge.
Alright. Well, I'm pretty sure my athletics excellency is up, though I can activate that reflexively, so I'm going to do that.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you have one more turn of it without having to reactivate. Because you did that on the second...
Essence plus 1
turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, in any case,
full defense, so no
assuming
penalty for the first one.
all right, but I still have wound penalties to account for, unfortunately.
Yes, you do need the wound penalty.
But I do have a specialty,
Okay.
and
What's the
I
specialty?
guess cat-like reflexes.
Oh, right. Yeah, that'll apply.
And I guess I'll spend a willpower on it, just to reduce her damage.
Okay, let's see. No 10s, but willpower's at 4, which means she's left with 4
Only two
successes
rollover.
herself. Sorry, what?
Only two rollover. In this case.
She also spent a willpower. So
Okay, so 3 rollover.
3 rollover, yeah. She had 4 left, so 3 rollover. Anywho, so yeah, 3 plus the damage of 8 means 11. So, soak 7 damage.
Of fucking course. Alright. I'm rolling. I don't think wound penalties apply to soak, thank God, so...
Correct.
Nope.
When your powers are still up, so.
Yep.
I soak 3 of...
You only have 6 dice even with your armor?
Yeah, I only get plus 3 dice.
No, you get 2 normally, even if it's not active, and then you add 3 more if you activate it.
Okay.
So roll 2
So
more, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Really?
I'm not gonna take that away from you.
Double balls.
That would be mean. I'm gonna let you keep the initial one.
I guess you'll have to lose your 11 now.
So yeah, take 4 aggravated damage.
Yep, I've already...
I guess I can just
Stuff.
put that in your thing. Okay. Whatever. Whoops, where did I just click? Henry. Okay, well, that's the end of the turn anyway, so let's re-roll. Boop. And so Mason goes first this time.
All right. I think I'm just going to keep stabbing because it seems like it's close to death, and I forgot to multiply my 10s last time. So I think I may need to spend another essence. Wait, no, I think I have 1 more. So
Yeah, because you already renewed once, right?
yeah, it
So,
hasn't
yeah,
moved,
you
so I'm
should
just going to
have-
stab at it. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, it's not dodging.
Okay, that's 7. The 10 makes it 8, but I forgot to spend willpower. That's fine. So same as before.
Eight successes. Do you want to try re-rolling?
Yeah, I'll use lucky for that. That's why I have so many rerolls.
Okay, 10. So 15. Soak away. Okay. With that, 10 for... Sorry, I'm double checking. It's... Whoops, I did not mean to click away from you. 4. Okay, you stab through it, and it's kind of in the, like, sparking, twitching, about to go down, but not quite there kind of state.
Sure.
I believe with this one, yeah, it actually has a -5 levels. It's like all okay and then -5. So
Yep.
you got that going for you. So Dolores has more bad dreams. Henry carries Dolores. Goth Lady.
Well, M9 is still alive?
Probably.
Who's still alive?
What were you at before?
Oh yes, M9 is still up, but it is not looking good. It is a rock's throw away from exploding.
I am just going to keep running full defense.
Okay. Well, with that being the case, I guess she's probably going to still try to shoot you since you have the box. And, you know, Mason's still on the ground. It's
He is at -5. Oh,
Yep.
hopefully she'll miss.
at this point. Nah, she's short-circuiting, so she's not going to think to actually move away from Mason, which would be the smart thing to do, but she's just kind of like kill kind of mode is all that's left. So here come the dice. 4 successes. Do you go ahead and dodge?
Yeah, I get my.
This time you
My,
do need to reactivate the excellency, I think.
Yeah, I already declared the essence spend for that last turn. So.
Well, you're actually doing it this turn, I'm pretty sure. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Now I have a -2 wound penalty to worry about.
Okay.
Really? That's actually 2 though because of the 10 in my spec.
Yep. Okay. So that means 2, so 1 threshold, so 9 damage dice. Whoops. Okay, soak 4 damage. You soak 4 damage. So yeah, you get
Off the arm.
yeah, you get another volley of it at you, and you know it kind of lands in the armor. And it's hot and it hurts, but it doesn't actually get through. So let's go through again, reroll initiative, and Mason goes first again.
All right, I'll try and finish it off with one more stab.
Good luck. Okay.
Oh, I got to spend willpower, but the 10 makes it 8 again. So
Mm-hmm.
so that becomes 14 plus 7. Yeah, plus 3 rather.
Okay. Unfortunately, Soak is not affected by her giant wound penalty. But that is
anyway.
enough. That is enough. So yeah, you get like another jab right into that first wound, and at first it doesn't seem like you're going to get it any further, but then you twist it, and at that point, you hear a very unhappy sounding beeping, and
She's gonna explode.
8. Oh yeah. And let's see, hold on, I need to check if it gives a relative distance. 4 yards, everyone else is running, so only Mason needs to soak. Sorry, I did this manually. 1 lethal damage. I know that's going to be a challenge for you. Somehow you manage. So yeah, you get that spear in there, you hear the beep, and then boom, and all sorts of scrap metal and shrapnel and stuff just kind of bounce off of you or lodge in a place that doesn't really hurt.
Yeah, I'll see if I can, I'll pick myself up and see if I can find the biggest piece, or like her head or something.
Yeah, sure. Actually, do you have any amount of technology or whatnot?
I do. I even have an aptitude.
Why don't you...
A mechanical aptitude, but...
Why don't you do wits plus technology, then? And we'll see how valuable a piece you can find.
DC 6?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
7, because, it's kind
Sure.
of in the heat of it, and I imagine you want to start running after.
Yes, does my mechanical aptitude merit apply?
I'm pretty sure that's when you're working on it. I don't know. What's the wording of
Let's
it?
see. You are naturally adept with all kinds of mechanical devices, but does not extend to electronic devices. The difficulties of all dice rolls to understand, repair, or operate any mechanical device reduced by 2.
It's not mechanical, it's more electronic.
All right, well then I'll just roll at 7 and I'll get luck. That's what willpower is for anyway. Don't have a technology excellency.
Mm-hmm. 1 success.
Well,
So yeah,
2 with willpower, so yeah.
so the memory units and other stuff in the head would probably, if it's cool super tech like you've kind of heard hints of among the first team, it probably fuses its memory circuits and stuff to be basically useless. However, you can grab a power source from the chest that would have been more burnt out than destroyed by exploding. So, you know, it could possibly be recharged or at least used for something cool.
Sounds good. I'll grab it
So, yeah.
and limp after the party. I assume my hamstringing heals pretty quick. I don't know how long it takes, but
Yeah, it doesn't,
I don't like these werewolf maneuvers because there's not enough rules around them.
Oh wait, shoot, that was supposed to be... they have the maneuvers set up weird. That was supposed to actually damage you, so... that being said, I'm not going to worry about that right now, and yeah,
I would be more interested if, like,
it'll
soaking all
heal
the damage
after...
from it would...
Yeah, it'll heal after a good night's sleep, we'll say.
Okay.
Because Exalted. But yeah. So, do you want to take the elevator or leap out the giant hole in the wall caused by 1,000 plasma shots?
I'll probably just jump out.
Sounds good.
Although I'm
you
still
are on
lit
the
up, so it's...
You are on the 17th floor, but it's the Umbra.
Dolores, roll soak.
Yeah. Doesn't Goth Lady have wings in the Umbra?
Yes, she does.
Cool.
And this is the Dark Umbra, so you have wings up here.
Yes. The Shadowlands are the Dark Umbra. So.
But
You know.
she's carrying the box at the moment.
Yeah, but all you really need to do is slow the descent as everyone grabs onto you.
Yeah, I'll slow the descent with my wings.
I'd call that a stunt. So yeah, you basically jump out first and everyone else kind of like grabs onto an arm or something as you desperately flap and keep everyone aloft until just enough to break the fall as you hit the ground. And with that...
Feathers are flying everywhere.
Sorry, what? Oh, feathers flying everywhere, yeah. So with that, you have defeated that encounter. So, yeah. You're now in the Shadowlands again. The gateway probably is closed, so you don't have to worry about anything else following after you. Like I said, at this point about is when Henry would tell you, like, you know, he cleared the video at least. You know, they'll still know someone was in and stuff happened, but yeah.
Yeah. What about Dolores?
Yeah, how about the remaining Mark 6 didn't have video recording? Anyway.
No, the liquid metal thing is basically just a kill bot.
Okay.
I killed the Mark 9, which had more sophisticated technology.
I don't have any medical knowledge.
Yeah, me neither. Henry, let's see if Henry does.
Let us see indeed. Where's the sheet?
Also,
Here it is.
necrosurgery.
He has a little bit of medicine. You're not allowed to what?
Also, I'm not allowed to save people, so...
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, he does have medicine too.
Doesn't mean you can't.
Let's see. I don't think he has any healing charms. And...
He has one to heal himself.
Yeah, he has his self-healing regen charm, but that doesn't really help you all. He was... Honestly, he basically just outran the other M6 that was there.
Yeah, we just need to stabilize Dolores for the moment.
He does have 7 dice of medical.
She's exalted. She's already stabilized.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
But like we know that.
I'm pretty sure you've all taken chunks out of yourselves enough by this point to know that you don't really bleed out in the same way.
Right. The only one who hasn't is Mason. He's just so fucking tough.
Right. No one seems to break through him. I
Quick
thought
question.
I thought the M9 would have a chance with 18 or
It had a chance.
17 dice of the base attack and then 8 damage is the base, but nope, didn't quite get through.
Quick question. What kind of damage did the Tyndall Hounds do?
They were lethal, I believe.
I think so. Yeah, I have lethal from them, so yes.
Okay.
And that was like them chewing on my throat, so...
Yeah. And then the Hell Plasma attacks were aggravated, everything else was lethal. Well, the claw would have been aggravated, but it just was used to tendon Mason. Alright, so you have dramatically jumped out of the Pentex building. So, Where do you want to go?
We probably should find a nice quiet place to teleport back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perhaps a local haunt where some rays might be kind enough to help us get back.
Are you out of essence?
Well,
No,
get back to the.
-2 wound penalty, and I only have 3 dice for my spell.
That's true.
Well, looks like we're just going to be hanging out in the underworld for a little bit while you heal up.
I mean, so, um,
It will probably be easier to cast at a haunt, though.
yeah. Well, if you want to look for a haunt, obviously go ahead and spend the expenditure you need for your all-encompassing sorcerer's site equivalent to...
I think it's just a roll.
Oh yeah, to just spot those, that's just a roll. It's
Yep.
spending it to see across the gauntlet and such. And
I'll roll
shroud
perception.
and...
I'll roll perception plus occult because I have it and I don't have any wound penalties.
Good plan. Okay. So there are plenty of haunts in Vegas. So it's not too far away, the nearest looking one. You're able to lead everyone in that direction, and and you find a little apartment complex that seems to be a haunt. The haunt is coming from like the basement of it.
Okay. Once we get inside the apartment complex, I can light up because I won't be a beacon for miles.
Okay.
By light up, I mean light up my anima because I can see by it.
Right. Sounds good. So yeah, you head inside. It's not hard to get inside. There's no real lock, or if there is, it like shatters as you try to open it with even a modest amount of strength. And you head to the basement where there is a burnt-looking corpse tending to a furnace. And by burnt-looking corpse, I mean, like, that's what the wraith looks like. They are active and animate.
I guess we'll talk like, hey, buddy. Because sometimes, and Mason will mention it, like sometimes they just sort of zone out and start from this space, like the ones in that office. But sometimes they talk back. But this is the first time I've been able to hear them.
Yeah, they turn and look at you, and there's some kind of, like, raspy... but that's all they can really say. But they do look curiously at you. Like,
Especially because I'm glowing with actual light.
That too.
We need help back to the physical world.
I don't think they can. Is that a thing you guys can even do? We're alive, FYI.
Damn, am I gonna have to open up the Wraith book? I'm pretty sure there's a power that can allow it.
Nope. There's a power that lets them manifest a physical body across the shroud, but that's really it.
That's true. Now that said,
Go to Magus.
That said, a haunt is a dragon's nest, so you do at least get essence back quicker if you camp out there. But yeah, so yeah, they pretty much just kind of shrug at you like hopelessly. They don't seem to care that you're there, but
In which case, I'm just gonna try to do my spell and hope I don't roll too many ones.
Yeah, sounds good.
After we hang out there for about 30 minutes, because I need to get my essence back.
Right.
Yeah, I guess I'll just see if this wraith has anything to say besides erg.
That's basically all they can say. Like they have no working vocal cords.
Another fail. What is with all these 5s and 6s? God damn. Alright,
There's
one
a 10.
success. If this was different six, I would have had my requisite successes by now. 2, 3.
Oh,
Botch.
botch.
Yep.
This is not going to be. I don't think we want to sit here for 50,000 rolls of you sitting here.
Yeah.
So let's see.
What are the consequences?
Another unsilkable lethal, I'm assuming. Yay!
No, I don't want to just... So what we're going to do is you botch, and you create the portal, and it tears a hole straight through the area, and you all come out on the other side, and this apartment building is itself now starting to collapse.
Great. Great.
What do you do?
Can I close the portal? Can anyone close the portal?
No.
Oh, shit.
I mean, it's basically gonna collapse on itself, but it, punched a hole in the foundation, so...
Alright, well, it punched a hole in the foundation, meaning there's a way out, right? Right?
Yes, there is. If you want to just...
So we're fine.
Does anyone
Is
else...
this an abandoned building?
Does it look like this place is occupied?
Yes, this is a normal apartment building on this side. There are people
Well,
screaming at this point.
I'll go help get them out. Jesus Christ. I'll just toss the spear through the empty portal, don't need it anymore, and go rescue people. You need to study your wizarding books. We have some.
Yeah, I've noted.
So, we'll make this quick. Are you basically just trying to lead people out before this falls down, or what are you trying to do here?
Yeah, I'll make sure everyone gets out, and maybe pull the fire alarm.
Okay, give me... I don't know.
Building together.
If you want to hold the building together, you're going to need a power or something.
Yeah, I don't have any magic power that just repair the building. I don't have even craftsman needs no tools would help. I don't have that, so.
Henry does have the infernal one, which this isn't. Yeah, I mean it would help a little, but I guess I can make a roll for him. I'm sure he won't mind me assuming that he prevented a building from collapsing. So
yeah,
let me take a look. You're very annoyed with what?
Dice tonight.
Yeah. So let's see. Craftsman need no tools. He has 2 dexterity, and how much crafts? Only... Am I looking at the right sheet? He only has 2 for normal crafts, because he's more high-tech. Pretty sure that his excellency does apply to it, though, so I will roll 8 dice for him, assume he's putting that charm up, and we'll see what happens. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's also spending a willpower that he'll have back by the time he's actually playing.
Well, don't worry, Guffy. Your abyssal thing enjoys, putting people in danger and so on and so on. That's good for you.
Alright, so looks like he got about 3 successes, so he's at least able to stabilize it to the point. It's going to be half broken afterward, not really inhabitable, but it's not going to collapse and kill everyone inside. So you do still kind of need to get everyone out because some stuff is shifting and you don't want to be in it during this, but...
Correct.
So why don't you roll me, I don't know, something, a social roll to corral people or...
Sure.
Athletics to throw them out a window. Whatever you want to do.
I'll use probably expression because I have listener swaying argument, and that seems like it's used for that.
Yeah, go for it.
I think that's a willpower, but I'll just roll at 6. It's a charisma, I suppose. Yeah, sure.
Yep.
And willpower for this roll.
I do think we probably need some downtime after this to heal our wounds and get willpower back.
Probably. The question is, will reality allow you the downtime? Alright, so yeah, two successes with the building rumbling and stuff. It's it's not too hard to convince people to leave, and you are able to make them pay enough attention to you to get them out the safest route and such.
Right.
So yeah, before too long, everyone's outside, and the building kind of like
Sags.
yeah, basically yeah, it sinks in partially on itself. Some windows break. You know, the upper left corner falls off of it, and some rocks fall to the ground, but it actually falls on you, and it doesn't hurt you because I'm not going to make you roll that. And you know, people are asking if you're okay, and you can make whatever excuse.
Yeah, fine. I more or less fine. I guess it just kind of shrapneled me. Yeah. Ow.
Yep.
Well,
Did I a lot of milk as a kid?
Yeah.
All of the milk.
That's gonna be. I'm like looking to be like that's gonna be somebody's getting sued for that.
Yep. All right.
And then we probably want to make ourselves scarce before the cops show up with our, property of Pentex or property of Magadon technology box.
Yeah,
Right.
I have already made myself scarce while he's doing
Yeah, that's fair. And you've also got Henry carrying a body now because he fixed what he could and then dragged Dolores out, and this is all a fun. I'm going to be nice and assume that you can all get out of sight before cops and ambulances show up, and no one's going to notice you carrying Dolores and whatnot. Where are you ultimately going?
somewhere out of sight at the moment where I can recover.
I figured that much, but are you going to someone's apartment or back to Magadon or?
Probably I'm gonna call up my family and see if someone can pick us up.
Okay. Like werewolfy family.
Yes.
And yours are the ones that we talked about are basically outside the city to the northeast.
Yes.
Because you did not want to be part of the urban sept.
Yeah, correct. They
all
might
right.
have a kinfolk or something living in the city that can pick us up, so.
Right. So yeah, you can get someplace out of the way for long enough for someone to pick you up. And it ends up being like a young woman who is an Uber driver, so this doesn't even look suspicious for you to just pile into a random car. Like, oh, look, they have someone drunk that they're carrying and bringing into an Uber driver's car. They're gonna get a low rating, but that's as suspicious as it really gets. And
You Uber driver.
yeah. So where do you have her take you?
Probably to one of the safe houses that the werewolves keep around. Just even if it was to her house or something like that, just somewhere we can sit, stuff like that.
All right. Yeah,
sit and rest for a bit.
She can she brings you to a hotel that a friend that she calls someone up. She brings you to a hotel, and a friend says okay, go to this room on the first floor. The employee entrance will be open, so you don't have to go through the front door. And she basically drops you off there and really doesn't have anything she can do to help and beyond that, and doesn't want to get too involved because she has other shit she has to do. And frankly, they didn't tell her she has to do much because you're kind of on the outskirts of the society anyway, so it's just get them someplace safe and we'll follow up later.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping we can get one of my family members to meet us there.
They're out at the sept, so that'll take you a bit.
Oh, yeah. That makes it look less suspicious, actually.
Okay. If that's the case, we're probably gonna have to wait till next time because I'm gonna have to come up with some werewolves.
I only need one. Probably a Theurge.
I mean,
it's this artifact that we've got.
Right. Yeah.
go
Why don't
room.
we'll start off for now. We'll start winding down. We'll say they're going to come and meet you, but you get into the room first, so you
Yeah.
can look at your
Yeah.
hall. So with that being the case, yeah, you get into the hotel room and close the blinds and open up the box, and inside it you find something that looks approximately like this. It is like if you merged the external parts of a computer with an oversized like base, and but it's not just that. There's a little compartment in the bottom, and that's where it looks like you can put things, and there's some settings on the side, and there's a little scanner thing to the bottom right there. It looks horrendously complicated.
Is there a manual?
Oh, my
Check the
sweet
rest of the
summer
box.
child.
I mean, you know,
That's
typically
so-
they'll ship these things out in the instruction manual, right? What else is in the box?
The instruction manual is highest echelon only. You need to get in there and get them to find the file for it, or use your technocracy equipment or your Pentex equipment that you of course have to look into the database to find out
Right.
what it is. If you would like to roll some awareness, or
Sure.
see, this is why I wish we had Henry, because he could roll his hypertech type stuff.
Well, let him do that next time.
Yeah. If you want to roll awareness for now, we can let him do that later.
We got 4 hits. Well, Dolores could do better, but she's currently in La La Land.
Yeah, she's on the bed and wrapped up so she doesn't stain it with too much blood. So yeah, with 4 successes, you can gather that it is, of course, technocracy style magic. The kind of hypertech thing you've got some minor experience with at this point. Based on that sample section and the scanner, you imagine it can tell you something about something. You get the feeling it's like some sort of a learn stuff power.
Okay. Well,
if it
yeah.
does look like it has an obvious enough button if you want to just blindly give it a go.
I've learned better than that.
Are you sure?
I played it. Sure, when I was in the Aetherites lab, like push the big red button. Do not. But
Now, see, the Aetherites make the big red button a distraction. Like the real one is the little blue button that's on the bottom.
Right. Probably will call this guy. I mean, I'm sure that's what Henry's going to do too, so I don't feel bad about it. Like, I'm going to call that guy. Be like, I have something I'm going to take a look at. Actually, a couple things. It was a lady with a cannon arm.
Yeah. He tells you that it is like the initial thing he tells you is it's 3 a.m. Why the hell did you call me? Before you actually explain it.
Well, sorry, I just got out of the fucking underworld, so.
And after that, he tells you, come by the dam later. I'll take a look at whatever.
Okay.
Wait, so who are you calling?
He's the wizard in charge of the Hoover Dam.
Hmm.
That wizards are real, and there's one in charge of the Hoover Dam. Drug?
Yeah, no, I
His
know
name
the
is
wizard.
Ralph.
Yes, Ralph Cannon.
So yeah, that was.
So Dolores, you can wake up at this point. I'm not gonna, you're still incapacitated and can't really do combat, but your like eyes can open up and you can grumble at people, or do basic talking and stuff.
And Dolores just wakes up, starts grumbling, and like, who stabbed me?
The giant robot lady. Sorry, well, actually, it wasn't a lady. The giant robot monster.
Uh, okay. So where
Just so
are we? What's
just so you
going
know,
on?
I didn't kill that one. You can be mad at it.
I don't think I want to be mad at them.
Wait, we got the box though.
I don't
We
know,
did
it
get the
does
box,
sound like a
yeah.
grudge to me.
Well, you know, I don't have a grab of something that I can actually take.
Alright.
It's too strong for you to hold a grudge. It's only fun if it isn't fair.
It was a fair and square match. You know, you deserve to get stabbed.
Fair cop.
So what's in the box?
This weird computer thing, you can look at it.
I'd awaken it, but I'm too hurt for it. Too much blood spilling out of me. I don't have enough to spare.
Well, I called Ralph. He said bring it to the dam tomorrow or possibly whenever you can move.
Yeah.
I'm hoping one of my family members can help heal us up and maybe tell us a bit more about this thing.
Oh, you have a doctor family? That's nice.
It's a question. What is its spiritual presence like? And I've got the willpower to spare overnight, so.
You are spending the willpower essence or whatever to
Yeah.
see across. It does not have an awakened spirit, but it does have a presence over there. Like
So
it's
something
got
like
it's got the sort of presence that not quite like a mage has, but there's some sort of primal energy reflection over there. Which kind of looks like ghostly and white, and not ghostly, but like spectral.
Okay. Then probably once we look at it and agreed not to turn it on, I'll put it back in the box. It feels like it might be important. See if the box is lined in lead.
No, the box is basically a shipping box.
Okay.
It was like, honestly, it's kind of weird that it was still in that box in their storage. Someone must have fucked up. Or, you know, maybe Dolores had kind of marked it wrong on purpose so that way it would be easier to retrieve later.
Yep. So yeah,
That's what I need for everything.
well, we'll put it back in the box, and story is going to be just shipped to us. I don't know how do that.
All right.
They'll definitely, yeah.
All right. So yeah, since we're missing a member who could give some insight on this and what have you, I think we want to call that here for the night, and we'll continue next time with werewolves and Hoover Dam and this thing, and yeah, so thank you everyone for listening. This has been Chris Falco with Falconian Productions, and you've been listening to Exalted vs. World of Darkness Pentex.